very well in the first quarter of game one. Is Clark, 3 to shoot. Gonna have to hoist from the logo. An air ball. And Clark wanted a foul. Felt like...
Let me just turn that down. So her and Bonner start having words. There was a little shove there. And you see right here, DeWanna Bonner, this was the headline, raises eyebrows by joining Caitlin Clark on the Indiana Fever. So it was a surprise that they got together to begin with.
So lads, the entire DeWanna Bonner situation it's kind of not working out for the Indiana Fever, and obviously she's been away from the team for a couple of days, which doesn't help anything. Which does not help anything at all.
DeWanna Bonner didn't just miss a game, she vanished. One moment she was in the Indiana Fever's lineup, the next she had ghosted the entire organization. Nearly every post tied to the Fever disappeared from her social media as if someone hit the reset button. No goodbyes, no explanations, just silence. And at 37, her body has started saying what she refuses to admit out loud. The game is slipping away, her reactions are slower.
So it looked like DeWanna Bonner is currently in the headline for removing all Indiana Fever posts from her social media accounts. Guys, this is getting concerning.
Her legs a half step behind on every defensive rotation, and her signature toughness now looks more like fatigue. The fans, once loyal to her veteran poise and playoff pedigree, are turning cold. No longer is she called a savvy vet or a locker room leader. Now, they call her an anchor, a weight dragging down the momentum of a franchise on the edge of transformation. But if Bonner's decline is subtle and sad, Brianna Turner's situation is far more damning.
Bree Turner legitimately is the worst player in the WNBA. And Stephanie White tactically chose to play her. Not for any other reason. Tactically. And by the way, Bree Turner, again, let's not forget, Bree Turner had an open layup. An open layup to make it an 8-point game with 2:34 to go. And like that, it's a 3-point game. Bree Turner, Caitlin Clark makes a unbelievable read out of a pick and roll. Bree Turner drives, cuts to the basket for the only time she actually rolled in the entire game. She passed up an open layup. And then it was like the Matisse Thybulle thing when Ben Simmons passing. It's like, oh God, no. And from that point on, it's like, it is what it is. But like everybody saying like, oh, Bree Turner had to have been good in the past. And you know what? Like, she at least used to be able to play defense. But lads, I kid you not, Bree Turner played for the tanking Chicago Sky last year. The tanking Sky, and averaged 1 point per game. She played on a tanking team and averaged 1 point per game.
Turner has gone from promising post defender to a complete liability. Her hands, once reliable under pressure, have turned to stone. She fumbles routine passes, bricks wide open layups, and offers virtually no rim protection. She ranks at the bottom of the league in scoring, and it's not due to bad luck. It's bad fundamentals, bad timing, and a shocking lack of awareness for someone expected to anchor the paint. But this isn't just about two players falling off. This is about a team teetering on the edge of wasting something priceless. Caitlin Clark's prime.
Now, I'm not saying that is the case, but I'm saying that could be the case because it is looking real spooky for DeWanna Bonner and the future with her in Indiana Fever. One fan stated, and now DeWanna Bonner has deleted all the Fever posts on her IG except one. That's with her making the big time shot, breaking that record. It stated, original audio, DeWanna Bonner still in an awe moment. This grateful is the only word that could come to mind to anyone chasing something bigger than themselves. Keep going, your moment is coming. This is the only Indiana Fever post that she has on her account, on her Instagram. And there's more, guys. Oh my God, there's more. This right here. Now, this is from 5 days ago. How did we miss this? I do not know how we missed this, but hell, I missed it. It stated, DeWanna Bonner banner is removed from Cambridge, which all of the ladies' banners was removed. I believe all of the ladies' banners was eventually removed because the Indiana Pacers did make it to the final. So that's like really none to say. It said, attention Fever fans, DeWanna Bonner missing in action. 3,740 pounds. Yeah, bro. Last seen June 10th, bro. Today is the 22nd in Atlanta. Reward. So the fans is definitely, I'm telling you right now, this is the wrong fan base for any crazy stuff to be going on. One fan stated, y'all could talk about coaching all y'all want. Y'all biggest problem is DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard. I don't know what that is. DeWanna Bonner might actually be done. We wish you will on your future endeavors. I don't know.
The Indiana Fever front office is waking up to a harsh truth, and they can't ignore it much longer. Keeping an aging star who's mentally checked out and a front court player offering zero impact is slowly, painfully sabotaging Caitlin Clark's golden window before it even opens. Clark isn't just a rookie, she's a revolution in sneakers. She's the kind of talent who reshapes the league, reignites national attention, and fills arenas that haven't sold out in years. But none of that matters if she's trapped in a system that can't or won't support her, and that system under current head coach Stephanie White is crumbling.
That's just how it is. You see right here, DeWanna Bonner, this was the headline, raises eyebrows by joining Caitlin Clark on the Indiana Fever. So it was a surprise that they got together to begin with. All right, Bonner exchanged shoves and words with rookie star Caitlin Clark. Quote, I'm glad you asked that question because my inbox has been going crazy at the moment. When asked how she and Clark would get along as teammates, but I think it's just competitive players that want to win and push their team to get over the finish line. Jason Whitlock, DeWanna Bonner, disappeared for personal reasons. The WNBA seems to be a little more casual than the men's professional leagues. A little more? Whitlock's not dumb, and neither am I. I get what he's saying. I mean, you hardly ever see personal absences in any of the men's professional leagues. I mean, seriously. Come and go as you please. I'm new to the league. Is this common? Right here. And now DeWanna Bonner has deleted all Fever posts on her Instagram except for one. I went and looked. Right here. That is confirmed. That is confirmed. I mean, that's... what can you say? It's strange. The banners, now of course, these are gone now, I believe, because of the Pacers series, but DeWanna Bonner is MIA there too.
The Fever's recent blowout loss to the Las Vegas Aces was more than just a scoreboard embarrassment. It was a strategic disaster, a game plan so flawed, so rigid, it left Clark isolated, outnumbered, and visibly frustrated on national television. They didn't double Aja Wilson. They ran out of timeouts too early. They benched shooters when they were needed most. And the message was clear. This coaching staff is not built to handle a superstar like Caitlin Clark. And that's why all eyes are now turning to one name. A coach who knows Clark better than anyone, Lisa Bluder. Behind closed doors, advanced negotiations are reportedly underway between the Indiana Fever and Lisa Bluder, the former Iowa head coach who turned Caitlin Clark from a high school phenomenon into a collegiate legend.
So DeWanna Bonner, her on Instagram. I just want to check her social blade. See if we can debunk that. Because I think there's a total amount of posts that you can see. So on DeWanna Bonner, oh my god, Social Blade, they need you to log in. I'm not signed up for Social Blade. But at the end of the day, look, we dealt with the Safari Frank Wiggins. It's definitely frustrating and draining, but his dad was dying, so eventually died. Not saying that's what happened, but trying to think of it as she's a serious injury. Look, they're not going to cut her for personal reasons. And I think it's being kind of left in the dark. And like everybody knew when it came to Wiggins that there was an issue with his family, and you kind of respect that in a way. Well, not, Jesus, I don't mean respect that in a way, but I mean like in a way, like knowing that, oh geez, why did I say the word in a way? Sorry, I misspoke. Like in a way, I mean like most fans respect that. Yeah, there are some fans that only care about the sport and not the humans in the sport, and that's the thing with sports fans. If you got rid of all of them, like the sport wouldn't have any fans. So if you got rid of bad fans, sports wouldn't have fans. But at the end of the day, look, we don't know what's going on with DeWanna Bonner. I don't think anyone knows what's going on with DeWanna Bonner except for DeWanna Bonner. I hope the team knows what's going on with DeWanna Bonner. But at this stage, I don't think she's going to retire. I don't think she's going to retire. And trading her to Phoenix doesn't change anything if it does happen to be an issue. Like, I think she came back to Indiana because she came back to Indiana to be closer to her kids. I think there is a legitimate possibility that she doesn't retire and goes play somewhere else next year.
Under Bluter's system, Clark didn't just thrive, she transformed into a force of nature. She averaged 28 points and 10 assists per game, shattered NCAA scoring records, and lit up arenas with her deep threes and court vision. But more importantly, Bluter got her. She didn't limit her, she unlocked her. Fast-paced offense, off-ball screens, pick and rolls that opened up the floor. Every play was designed around Clark's instincts. The chemistry between them was electric. Now contrast that with the rigid slow motion offense in Indiana, where Clark is often forced into isolation against double teams, with no movement, no freedom, and no rhythm. Her efficiency has dropped, her turnovers have risen, and her frustration is starting to leak out in press conferences. After one recent loss, she said, "We need clearer vision. It wasn't a shot, it was a cry for help. The fans have heard it, the sponsors have heard it, and now it seems the Fever's front office is finally listening too." Stephanie White is now on the hottest seat in the WNBA.
DeWanna Bonner, there are more important things than basketball. There are much more important things than basketball. And look, if there are bigger things for DeWanna's, like, there are bigger things in DeWanna's life than basketball. And look, if she can't be with the team, there's support. Like, there's very much a thing where I'll support DeWanna Bonner, the person. Like, it does, seems genuinely like a class act. She seems like a class act. Like, DeWanna Bonner's face apparently seems to be was taken off the team. Like, somebody was there at their game a couple of days ago. I don't see DeWanna Bonner's banner. So DeWanna Bonner's face was taken off from the Indiana Fever. It's gone. Her Instagram has nothing Fever related. You've got a lot of people again talking about that like as it means something. There's no update. She's out indefinitely. No one knows what's happening. There's rumors of retirement. I have no idea. What's going on with DeWanna Bonner. None of us have any idea what's going on with DeWanna Bonner. But from a pure basketball standpoint, she's getting paid $200,000 and is not with the team. It is a negative. And look, I think the reason why she came to Indiana is because a lot of people are like, oh, she came to Indiana because they're like, but her fiance's gone to Phoenix. I'm pretty sure her kids are with her ex who lives in Indiana. I genuinely think that she went to Indiana to be around her kids, and obviously there's other reasons. There's some reasons. I think DeWanna Bonner was probably planning on retiring.
Once hailed for her structure and discipline, her playbook is being torn apart by analysts, fans, and even some within the locker room. Reports are emerging of growing unrest among players who feel stifled by a system that refuses to evolve. Late game collapses have become a pattern, not an accident. Questionable rotations, lack of adaptability, and failure to capitalize on Clark's natural playmaking are costing this team win after win. And the price isn't just in the standings, it's in the morale of a once hopeful fan base. race. Season ticket holders are complaining. National broadcasts are criticizing. Sponsors are quietly reconsidering deals. Caitlin Clark is a brand, a future, and a league saver, but she cannot do it alone. And the Fever, by sticking to this outdated, inflexible game plan, are lighting that future on fire before it even gets a chance to burn bright.
And you hate to speculate. I mean, you don't want to do the let's get personal thing. This is one of the problems with the league too. These women have brought their personal lives into their professional lives, and then expect people to not intertwine the two. Nah, sorry, not sorry. That's the lives you live. I don't know what's going on. The Stephanie White thing, on and off, in and out. I don't know what's going on there. I have read some things, and I hope everybody around her is okay, and DeWanna Bonner. But what's going on? Is there chippiness because DeWanna Bonner's not getting enough minutes? She feels like she can contribute more. She's a veteran. Is she not liking the fact that when she has a bad game on this Indiana Fever team, she's going to hear it? All of these players that play on this team, when they have a bad game, they're going to hear it. Stephanie White, going to hear it. America's team equals the Dallas Cowboys, and now to a certain extent, slightly lesser extent based on ratings, the Kansas City Chiefs. Continuously scrutinized. You want all the attention, you're far and away the most popular team in the league. It's not even close. I mean, that team is as popular as, do we dare say that if this was the NBA, they'd be a top 5 most popular team in the National Basketball Association? I mean, think about that a minute. In the NBA, Lakers, Celtics, Fever? I mean, let's be real.
The clock is ticking, and in that silence, a decision is brewing that could change everything. The Fever's ownership is feeling the heat, not just from poor results, but from a media storm that refuses to die down. Every sports show, podcast, and Twitter space is dissecting their dysfunction, and in that storm, Lisa Bluder's name keeps rising. Sources say a deal could be finalized within a week. If it happens, it wouldn't just be a coaching hire, it would be a full reset. Bluder's arrival would signal a return to fast, fluid basketball, a system where Caitlin Clark isn't just another player, she's the heartbeat. The Indiana Fever, under Bluder, could finally unleash the chaos, speed, and three-point artillery that made Clark a legend. No more walking the ball up, no more wasted possessions. Just pure, unapologetic offense built around one of the greatest shooters of her generation. The fans are praying for it, the media is begging for it, and maybe, just maybe, Caitlin Clark is hoping for it too. Because in a league that changes fast, waiting too long could mean losing everything.